many new members of the orchestra this season, which means we have many new people in the audience who have never been to a GYO concert before. So welcome. I know you're going to enjoy tonight, because how could you not? Someone on this stage who's going to work really hard performing tonight. I want to offer a quick congratulations to Matt Schick and the CV Marching Band who won we here at GYO have a few of those members on stage, and I'd like them to stand up. So they performed very late yesterday and won big, and they're here today. So it takes a lot of patience and protein to get through the musical world. Studying music is proven to be great for brain development in young people, and all of us, really. Those who study music, it boosts their cognitive function, makes us all have a sharper memory. People who study music are better at language proficiency, math comprehension, and people who study music also learn time management, problem-solving skills, which are all life skills. And not everyone on the stage will go on to become a professional musician. They will all continue to play music in some manner, which I think is really at the heart of what we're doing here. They also will become the audience of tomorrow. They will seek music out in their community. They will also ensure that their children study music and are passionate about music. This season, we have a great need for tuition assistance. We have a long-standing history of never turning anyone away based on their family's finances. So if you audition and get accepted to GYO, you're in whether your family can pay tuition or not. We have a generous, long-time contributor, sponsor, booster, whatever term you like, who has offered us a challenge grant for the sole purpose of tuition assistance, financial-based scholarships. They have challenged us to raise $5,000 by December 31st. And if we raise that $5,000, they will donate, they will match it, which in turn gives us $10,000 to continue funding music education. So, in the lobby, there are envelopes in your program. You can make a donation from your phone. If 50 people donated $100, that would equal $10,000 for us. If 100 people donated $50, we end up with $10,000. So I know not everyone can donate 50 or 100, but if you could donate something to help us get across the finish line so that we can continue providing quality music education and these lovely concerts and inspiring our young people to do good in the world. I wish you all a very happy holiday season, a joyous one, and thank you all for coming tonight.
All right, how are we doing, everybody? Oh, that's not a good. How are we doing? All right, everyone, welcome. Welcome to our first concert of the season. My name is Shin. I'm the music director and conductor of the Glendale Youth Orchestra, and we are celebrating 100 years, and it's like 100 years of what? The program that we put together this time are kind of spanning different kinds of 100 years. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. The first two pieces that we're going to play Foray Sicilian, and the intermezzo from the third act of the opera Manon Lescaut by Puccini. Both Foray and Puccini, they were celebrating 100 years of their death. They both died in the year 1924. Both wrote different kinds of music. The Foray is early 20th century French music, which is a very delicate style of music and playing. It's much different than a lot of the standard orchestral music that we're used to hearing, because most of those composers come from Germany, the Germanic states, and there are Russian composers also. But the French were kind of not very active during the 19th century, but then in the 20th century they became very active, and their style is much different. And so when we were rehearsing this and we're trying to get the style out of it, I had to talk about something that was more tangible, because all I could tell them is that it's not about the rhythm, it's more about the colors and the subtlety of it. But the best way I could do is about food. We can all relate to food, right? Mm-hmm. If you go to a very expensive French restaurant, right? It's like 7, 8 courses, and you pay like $500, per person, right? That's how that works. And you get each plate, and they're about this big when you eat, right? About this big. And very detailed, very pretty to look at. And then, we as Americans, we're accustomed to getting large portions, and then when the food comes, we're usually hungry and we eat like this, right? This is how we eat. But French cuisine, little bites, and you're supposed to, a little bite, and you're supposed to, take it in, chew it slowly, you ingest it, pair it with some wine, and each experience of that has its own moment, right? When you put in the food in your mouth, it's one flavor. When you chew and it starts to blend in your mouth, that's another flavor. When you ingest the food and it goes down in your system, the aroma that comes out of that is also another experience. And then the wine you pair it with becomes its own experience. And you're looking for the little subtleties of it. Now, if we don't normally eat like that, we don't understand. But I think the more those of us that have experienced it, we kind of understand. The music is the same way. And this is very challenging because for our students, it's not music that we're playing regularly as we're learning music. And so this was one of the challenges, and I thought this would be a great thing, and it happened to fall into our 100 years category, so that worked out. The second piece, Puccini, the intermezzo, happens between the second and third acts, just at the beginning of the third act, and this was more music that students could relate to, because this is, if you know Puccini's operas, highly dramatic works, and the music is, in a way, obvious, but you have to really invest your soul into it. And this was something that we got to experience together and kind of find that energy and find the story behind this. And so I hope that it uplifts you, because it certainly did for me as we're doing this. Because in a way it's very mature, but the students have really risen up to the occasion and really brought out the core, the soul of this music, and so I'm really excited. The first half is Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue, which the piece itself was written in 1924, so the piece itself is 100 years old. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get there. And so those 3 pieces, and then we have, and in the second half we have the Henry Mancini music. Henry Mancini would have been 100 years old if he were alive today. This is his birth year. He was born in 1924. And the other pieces, which is complementing Charlie Brown, Charles Schulz, the creator of Charlie Brown. This is his birthday. He's 102 this year. So it's a belated nod to him. And then the Nutcracker is to kind of round out our holiday festivities, and so we're bringing that in. Okay, so we'll get going with the music. We hope you enjoy. We're going to start with the Foray Sicilian, and then pretty soon we'll bring out our concertmaster, Edgar. Enjoy the concert. Thank you.